So him coming back is twofold. An answer for himself, maybe to get a feel of what exactly is going on, and an opportunity for the mountain again to express itself about what it actually does feel. Your opening on that, he's chosen to come back to Murang'a, your county. He's chosen to come here to do those two things for the people and for himself, of course. So what do you think, that the mountain is being romanced again? Is it necessary?
They can do, and I think the president is walking a tightrope. Because remember that 47% of the vote that he was able to garner in 2022 came from the mountain. But then mistakenly or deliberately, he decided that, of course, he was smarter than everybody else, and that he could do away with 47% of his total vote in 2022. And of course, in his thinking, tried to compensate for that from elsewhere. And his eyes, from my analysis, his eyes looked at Nyanza. Are looking at Nyanza now, but his eyes were fixed on ODM. He thought that the late Prime Minister, God rest his soul in peace, would support him. And so in his chest thumping, of course, he thought that, of course, Raila Amolo Odinga had polled about 6.9 votes against his 7.1 votes. And so he thought he could do away with, of course, Mount Kenya votes of close to 4 million. And in his thinking, inherit the 6.9 votes, and so he thought, he did not need this, in quotes, useless block of votes. But then circumstances changed, and unfortunately, ODM still, even before Baba passed on, could not hold together, and so things became slippery for President Ruto, especially after Baba then passed on. Then ODM now became even further divided. Of course, everybody knows about the factions that are there. And I must say that I think now the president has discovered or has realized that ODM may not be able to compensate for the votes that he threw away, because he actually threw the votes away. And how did he do that?
Threw the votes at the mountain away?
Yes.
Okay.
Deliberately, because of chest thumping, because of what I've said, where he thought that, and you know that there is a clip, I know you have seen it, that records him saying that he has, that they as Kalenjins have a big problem with the Kikuyu, but then you have to be smart and, of course, seek government first to deal with the problem that we have. So that is what he did. So when we assisted him, when we helped him, ascend to power, then he set on the mission of dealing with the problem, in quotes, which is the Kikuyu. And he thought, I would deal with them, then go to Baba Raila Amolo Odinga and compensate for them. So to answer your question, he has realized that he still needs the mountain more than maybe he needed it in 2022. And that's why he's coming back to the mountain, to Murang'a. I think he's scheduled to be Murang'a tomorrow. But we are saying that as he comes to Murang'a, the people of Murang'a have not forgotten the promises that he made. The people of Murang'a have not forgotten that the Mau Mau roads are yet to be done. The people of Murang'a have not forgotten that Boniface Karaoke, the mask vendor who was shot after not, without any provocation to the police, comes from Murang'a. There's another young man from a constituency called Kegumo who also was killed by the police last year, and another one from Kandara. The people of Murang'a have not forgotten this. So when he comes, those are the questions we are telling our people to ask him, if they can be able to, if they can get an opportunity. The promises you made, I mean, the young people we have lost to your police, and many other things. You know, the insults that we are tribalists, having voted for him, knowing very well that he was not one of us. Those are the things that people will want to hear him talk about. But I can tell you, Dennis, that William Ruto has no votes remaining in a mountain. That one I can tell you. But of course, people will say, let's wait for elections and see how it goes. But of course, we are there. Analysis are there. We know what our people are telling us. We're on the ground. And so he is welcome to come to Mount Kenya, maybe do his, it's a tour. He'll be happy to see people whom he thinks have no brains and are tribalists. They know whom he is. I mean, but they wait for August 10th next year to show him that you do not promise people things. Then you start insulting them, and you don't keep any promise. You start insulting them because you think that you are very smart. You are smarter than everybody else. You can be able to compensate for their support, and you think that those people are very stupid. They do not remember these things.
Javas, the president will be heading back to Mount Kenya, and with this, we expect more promises to go to the people